The Process Season 2 Part 4 will be up tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. All right, what's up, CG Nation? This is your girl, Carol G with CGTV. All right, so I wanted to just come with a response to what's been going on, or just what's going on now that Donald Trump is in office. I still can't call him President Trump, President Donald Trump. I probably never will because I don't respect the man. But I want to just address some topics because there's a lot of stuff being written on all platforms of social media and a lot of things being said. And I just feel like we need to be very careful, but yet very real now that this has happened. If you are sensitive, if you are overly sensitive, if you are a naturally defensive person, don't watch this video because you may get offended. You may take what I say the wrong way. And if you do take it the wrong way, because the type of person I am, I'm not going to care. So just don't watch it. I'm giving you 3 seconds now just to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you're still here, bam, you just gotta take this. Being that I'm a Christian and God always comes first, the first thing I'm going to address is the church. And because I'm a part of it, and particularly, I'm going to be addressing the Black church. To all the Christians that I'm seeing on social media that are being very understanding of how people are responding in a very nervous and fearful way, and they're using that avenue as a way to minister instead of judging and putting down, thank you. But to those of you who are coming across extremely judgmental, Bible-bearing and Bible-toting, stop it. That is not our call as Christians. I'm literally seeing posts of Christians saying, why are you guys fearing? Why are people tripping? You know, you should already be in the church, blah, 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 blah. It's like, this is a perfect time for evangelism. Do some of you all not get that? This is not a time to put people down and make them feel worse for what they're feeling, because a lot of people are going to be affected by this. Me in particular, I'm one of them. Now, mind you, I'm not on Facebook saying I'm scared, because I know that God does not give us a spirit of fear. However, I am extremely concerned. Being that I'm a woman who's gone through several surgeries in just 1 year, I understand the importance of medical insurance. Being that I am my own business owner, I understand the importance of having affordable medical insurance. I'm thinking about this for myself. Some of these people, you're writing this stuff, you may be on your husband's insurance. You may not be on the insurance. You may be living in your parents' house, so you're not worried about a job. Or, you know, you may not be, it's just certain things that you may not get it. But for a lot of people, it's going to affect them and their families. If they're saying now that they want to run to the church, open your doors, let them in. Don't let them feel worse because of that. If they're on social media saying that they're scared and they're fearful and they're worried and they want to move out this country, they're moving into Canada, they're moving back to Africa, blah, 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 blah. Use that as an opportunity to offer them the peace and love of God, not the opposite. Don't let them feel bad, because unless you don't live in a way that you would have to understand, how am I saying this? If you don't understand it, oh well. If you can't relate to understand how Trump is going to affect a lot of minorities, a lot of small business owners, a lot of women, then I can't say nothing to you except use the same love and gospel that Christ used. Encourage the saints of God to talk about it. Because if you want to be real, Black church, it's time to talk. It's time to start just pushing stuff under the rug. We love to put on a mask and act like everything's okay. So some of y'all Christians are just want to be like, oh, I'm strong, I ain't fearful, da-da-da. Cool if you not, but let's be honest. Some of us do have anxiety about what's about to happen. Some of us are concerned about what's about to happen. And we don't have to put on this fake facade that especially the Black church puts on to impress you. Not at all. There are too many things pushed under the rug in the Black church. And one of them is how we deal with Black culture. This was supposed to be my next topic, but I'm just going with this right now. I'm just going to flow with it. Black church, our people are already suffering, and our people are going to, there's going to be more suffering for our people because Donald Trump is in office. And it is the responsibility of the church, and especially the Black church, for Black people to be a leading role in this. There are so many of you all in the black church that the only thing you minister to are your pews, are your pulpit, and your choir stand. That's it. You got so many ignorant people, and I'm not saying ignorant in a negative way. I'm saying ignorant because they haven't been taught better, right outside of your walls, right outside of your doors, who didn't understand how important voting is, or who do not understand the effects of what's going to happen, or don't understand how to prevent certain things from happening to them, or don't understand the importance of how we have to come together as a people with unity. Get out of your church walls. Go out. Minister, evangelize, teach, and unify. Get off of Facebook judging and trying to act like you all perfect because you're not. Stop pushing stuff under the rug. Next thing. Trying to stay calm because it's just so much going on. It's just this, you could just feel it in the air, especially for people like me. And if you're out there, if you have a lot of discernment, like people who are discerning, they can feel, and it's just, I can feel the tension. I can feel the bad vibes. I can feel the hatred. It's, it's horrible. But my next thing is to white people. I'm keeping it real. White people. I know many white people that are great people, that love people, love black people, white people, Mexicans, people of different religions, sexes, whatever. There are some good white people out there. I'm reading on social media how some white people are mad because they feel like minorities, blacks, Hispanics, or whatever are blaming them for Donald Trump being in office. All right, I'm going to be real with you. We know it was white people that wanted Trump in office. Okay. So I'm going back again and saying there's a lot of great white people who didn't vote for Trump, who didn't want Trump in office, and, you know, they don't have those views or that mentality. But let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of white people who do. And I'm coming from, as a black person, and I'm not talking about for those of you who didn't vote, but this addresses you too. The white people that voted for Trump being in office means that they support his views. Okay? Now, I'm going to be real with you. I didn't like either candidate. I was never I wish you would look on my social media and say, go Hillary. Even the last, I did a video on Donald Trump, right? It's, you know, it was truth, but it was comedy, but there's always truth in comedy. But I never said go vote for Hillary. I just said vote. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't never been like oh yes, Hillary, just because she's a female. Please, man. It takes more than that. But the thing is, Donald Trump was the worst candidate. And if a white person voted for him, that means they support all of what he said. And we know we ain't got to go name the list of the horrible things that Donald Trump said, the horrible things that Donald Trump believes, and the horrible policies that he wants to put in place that are not going to be in favor for minorities and females and people of a certain income grade. It's not. So my thing is, for you, for white people that voted for Donald Trump, thank you, one, because I feel like you even more so expose what we black people have been saying all along. We have been saying that racism still exists. And there's been so many people, especially white people, that says, oh no, that was back in the day. You know, civil rights is over. Racism is no longer here. Yes, it is. So thank you for those of you who voted for Trump, who clearly exposed what people like me and other people of color and minorities have been saying all along. Now, here's the deal for you white people, for the white people, I don't want to say you white people, for the white people who did not vote for Trump, but have friends who vote for Trump and have friends who know they have Trump mentality. How are you challenging them? Because here's my deal. White people as a whole, y'all still running this thing. For y'all, I don't even know if y'all are the minority yet in this country, but for y'all to be basically the minority out of all the people of color in this world, I still need to understand how you all who don't believe what a lot of these racist, bigot white people believe, how are you holding them accountable? Are you just letting it go under the rug? Because 9 times out of 10, majority of the white people have friends who voted for Trump. You do. And you know them. How are you holding them accountable? How are you challenging them? How are you helping to shift their mind frame? Because blacks, because Mexicans, Latinos, Hispanics, what you want to say? You want to say Jews, you want to say Indians, you want to say all these other people have been saying this for a long time. And we've been fighting for a long time. We've been fighting for a long time for white people, especially the white man, to see that you are not superior by any means. Now, there are some great white people who are standing up. They stood up with us in the civil rights movement. They stood up with us to abolish slavery. They're standing up with us now. But as a majority, where are the majority of the white people who do not have that bigotry frame of mind? How are you standing up to your counterparts that you know do? I'm just saying it and putting it out there. How are you standing up? And if you're not, you should be ashamed of yourself. Say something. Who cares if they don't like you anymore? Who cares if you're not in the clique anymore? Who cares if they delete you and block you from Facebook? Who cares? Stand up for what is right, because right now we need it. The next thing to white people, don't have a pity party for us. Don't be like, oh, poor black people. Oh, poor Latinos. Let me tell you something. Black people are strong. These Latinos, they be coming over from it. They strong. They be coming over waters and daggone tires. They strong. We gonna survive. Is it gonna be hard for us? Yes. Don't feel pity for us. Stand up with us in the fight. We don't need your pity. I don't need your pity. We need more people to unify with us so that this frame of mind that still exists in the root and in the soils of America can be uprooted. I'm being so real right now. And I don't care. And I want you to comment. I don't care if you comment against what I'm saying. I don't care if you block me from Facebook. But I just got to be real. Next thing. Black people. Okay. Comment below if you want to see part 2 of this video next week.
I'm real hungry. I'm just so hungry.